Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's movement snack. I hope that this finds you well and participating in little pieces of daily movement to help sustain and maintain your health and wellness. So, for today's practice, we're going to focus on a little bit of shoulder mobility. So, I'm going to use a foam roller because I haven't used my roller in a while and I happen to have a foam roller. If you don't have a foam roller, though, that's okay. You don't need to use a foam roller. You can absolutely do all of the exercises laying on the floor or on your bed. So totally up to you. Again, I'm only using it because I have it. And I know some of you out there also have a foam roller and might be wondering, how the heck do I use this? So that's what this class is for. Okay. So if you have a roller, bring it to whatever spot you're going to be working on the floor. And if you don't have a roller, just find a place that is going to help you be comfortable. For this class, you might want to put a blanket down, especially if it's a little bit cooler, just to keep you warmed up. And if you're not using a roller, put a blanket down on your mat. And if you are using a roller, but you know that the roller is uncomfortable for you, you can always take a blanket and drape it across the roller to soften up the surface a little bit. So we're going to move right into the movement. Let's have a seat. So if you're using the roller, the invitation is to come to sit to the very end. You're going to want to have a space that is wide enough for your arm span. So if you were to open your arms out to the side, you want there to be enough space. I'm a little bit limited where I'm coming to you from, so I have to modify a little bit. But if you're at home and you have the option of having more space, give your space a little bit more room so that you can open your arms out to the side. All right. So whether you are on your mat or whether you're on your roller, just take a moment here to let your body be supported by the surface that you're on. So if it feels right, you could choose to close your eyes. If not, just allow your eyes to soften. And starting from the crown of your head, just taking your attention to your head and letting it relax down into the mat. Relaxing through the muscles of your face, relaxing through your jaw. Allow your shoulders to soften into the floor. Allow your arms to be heavy into the floor. Release your shoulders from your ears. So that might mean squishing them down a little bit. Allow the shoulder blades to rest heavy on the mat. Your rib cage softens. So just doing a little bit of a checklist, a little body scan all the way down. Letting your belly be soft, letting your pelvis be soft. Letting your hips and your seat relax into the floor. If you're on the roller, you probably have your knees bent. If you're on the floor, you might choose to take your legs long. Totally up to you. If you want to explore what that feels like to take your legs long on the roller, you can feel free to take one leg out and then take your other leg out and just noticing how that feels. Maybe letting those feet fall open out to the side if that feels okay. And just taking another big breath in and then exhaling. All right. The invitation is to have everyone bring their knees back to bent position, feet on the floor. We're just going to start with a little bit of movement through the pelvis. So working on arch and curl. Again, working within your own range of motion. As you inhale, let that pelvis rock forward. So that means that you might have the sensation of your pubic bone tipping down towards the floor, or your tailbone pressing down towards the floor. And then as you exhale, rock your tail back. So your pubic bone rocks back, your tailbone picks up off of the floor as if you're flattening into the roller or the floor. So just continue with that movement at your own time, at your own pace. If it feels right, you can connect that to breath, inhaling as you arch away, creating the sense of space in the small of your back. And then exhale, rocking it back as you create a sense of connection of your small of your back into the roller. Do a couple more, and as you're here and allowing the pelvis to arch and curl, just maybe noticing how that feels in the spine. What's happening with your chin? Notice what's happening across your chest and your shoulders. Good, and then coming to neutral. Now, I will take a pause here for a moment. Those of you that are working on the roller, you might find that at some point you're like, oh man, this is really bothering my back, like it's uncomfortable. Feel free to come off of the roller, take a break, and then join again. So, coming up and off the roller whenever you need to. Okay. So, moving on into some uh, shoulder stability stuff. Let's take our hands to the ceiling. Actually, let's just start with our right hand. So let the left arm relax down at your side, maybe palms up or palms down. And with that right arm, just reach the arm up as if you're trying to touch the ceiling and then release and let that shoulder just relax back. So you're not trying to suck it back or draw it back. You're just letting gravity pull it back towards and into the roller. Inhale to reach and then exhale. Inhale to reach. And just notice how that feels on the other side. When we do things one-sided, it's interesting to notice the sensations that occur on the other side, the side that's stabilizing your stationary. One more time. Okay, we're going to continue with this right arm. Now, instead of pushing the fingers towards the ceiling, draw the shoulder blades back. So imagine you're trying to hug the roller with your right shoulder blade. And then release and hug and release to neutral and hug and release. Let's do one more. And release. And then just take that arm down. Take a moment. If you're on the roller and you need to take a time out, feel free to roll off. Just noticing how that feels. And then taking your other arm towards the sky. So with the left arm, let's reach and then relax it back. Now you might notice a significant difference in sensations here, and that's okay. Modify the movement so that it feels manageable for you. Continue to reach with the arm. Now, I haven't really talked about what we're doing with the pelvis, so it's a lot of coordination. So think about trying to keep your pelvis neutral. So if you need to, stop for a moment. Notice whether you're arching or flattening your pelvis into the floor, or pardon me, into the floor or into the roller. Try to find a place where you're neutral, where you're neither arching nor are you flattening. And then if you're on the roller and you want a little bit more stability, you can always walk your feet a little bit wider and then continue reaching and dropping, reaching and dropping. One more time and then drop. And then let's go right into hugging the roller with that left shoulder blade. So hug the roller with the left shoulder and then neutral. Hug, so this idea that you're sort of drawing the shoulder blades back and then neutral. It's going to feel strange and awkward, so just do what feels comfortable for you and just notice the sensations. And if there's no sensations, that's also a sensation. So you're simply noticing what you notice. There's no rule as to what needs to be felt here. Let's do one more. Good. And then take your arm down, pause for a moment. All right, we're going to do both arms together now. So take both arms to the sky. As we inhale, let's reach them both. So you might want to visualize your shoulder blades like elevator doors opening as you reach your hands towards the sky. And then as you draw your shoulder blades towards the roller, visualize your shoulder blades as closing elevator doors. Reach and squeeze. Again, only working within the range that's available to you, using your feet to stabilize. Reach and squeeze. Reach and squeeze. Good. And then take the arms down, take a break, see how you feel as you inhale and exhale. All right, we're going to do one more in this little snack, and they're going to be arm scissors. So let's start with that right arm to the sky. As you inhale, take the arm towards your ear. It doesn't have to go all the way to the floor. Think about keeping this rib cage nice and quiet. So again, that neutral pelvis, you don't want to be arching your back. Just take it to where you can keep everything here connected. Exhale to center. And then inhale to take it down. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Think of keeping that shoulder blade away from your ears. Exhale, or pardon me, inhale. Exhale to center. Inhale back. Exhale to center. Inhale down. And then just relax. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Left arm to the sky. Inhale, take it back, keeping that rib cage closed. Exhale. Inhale down. Remember, doing this on the floor is just as beneficial. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Do one more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And then let it all go. Breath. And just notice what there is to be noticed. All right. Last part of this exercise. Both arms to the sky. We're going to do opposing or ipsilateral movement. So right arm goes back, left arm goes to the floor. Inhale. Exhale, center. Inhale, switch. Exhale. Feel free to explore how far back you want to go with the arm that goes behind the head. Exhale. But keep it in a level of comfort. Exhale. Pardon me, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And then take the arms down and we're going to slide off the roller. Those of you that are on the roller. So slide off the roller and then push that over off to the side. And then just come to rest here. Give yourselves a little bit of a shake. All right. And inviting everyone, if it feels right, you can take your legs down to the floor and then just start to point and flex your toes really quickly so that you get this little shimmy, this scrubbing action or this flossing action here. Give yourself a second here to settle that in. And then you can stop when you're ready. Those of you that were on the roller, it might feel nice to bring your knees into your chest. Those of you that are on the floor, it might feel nice to bring your knees into the chest. You can rock side to side. Good, and then take it down. So we're gonna just set up for a little bit of a relaxation here. So allowing your knees to be bent. If you have a roller, you might choose to give yourself some support by putting your roller underneath your knees. That might feel nice to take the legs long with the roller underneath the knees. And then just take a few moments here to settle. So I'm going to say goodbye from this position because I'm going to encourage you to stay here for a few moments, maybe a few moments past what you think you need. So thank you everyone for watching. I hope this little movement snack got you away from your computer screen and allowed you to carve out a little space for yourself. And we'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much and have a great day.